Justin, we appreciate you. Hopefully you got enough sleep last night.
Let me scooch on in here so I'm in the shot.
I haven't had my morning coffee yet, but the
we
fans,
are your morning coffee.
Yeah, the fans have already fired me up this morning, blaming the officials for everything. So
my
I feel like
gosh.
I got the juices flowing here in the
Okay,
early
so
part.
I want to get to the officials in a second, but really I only care about one thing, and that was the halftime show.
I didn't think it was bad.
I'm totally kidding.
It was bad. They brought a sports guy on, and we're like,
we got a sports guy on. You should ask him about Rihanna. And I was like,
I really didn't mind the halftime show. I actually thought it was cool because she was just like by herself. There was no surprise elements to it. I mean, for her to command the stage by herself at the Super Bowl in front of all those people on that lift,
confidence level.
Pregnant, all that fun stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay, so actually getting to the nitty-gritty.
important stuff's out of the way.
Now that the important stuff is out of the way. Okay, seriously though, people are fired up about the officials.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like after the game with the Bengals during the AFC Championship game, people were like, they stole it from the Bengals, and now they're like, they stole it from the Eagles. What's the deal? So I don't get this. Where's my camera? Is it this one right here?
The one that's lit up.
We have got to stop blaming officials every single time there is a high-stakes game. Look, the bottom line is if he doesn't call that, we're mad because, oh, man, he's holding on to him and they're not calling it.
Yeah.
Then the officials are the bad guys then. Then they call it. Now they're the bad guys because the team that everyone didn't want to win wins. If it was reversed and the Eagles did it, we'd be happy with it. Or if it was a call for the Bengals 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship game. Bottom line is officials are not perfect, and either are the players. And to be honest, they are the least paid. They're the lowest paid, human beings out on that field throughout that game. And I feel like fans hold the officials to a higher standard than what we hold the multi-millionaire athletes to. It drives me nuts. And what's crazy is that was the right call. And people are saying, well, there's an imaginary rule of, well, you don't call it there. Says who? Is this the rule book here? I don't know. I don't know where that imaginary rule exists that you don't call that there. It doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like after the AFC Championship game, that was a pretty bitter pill to swallow for Bengals fans, especially after getting to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I guess I just feel like, I kind of agree, everyone, because even with Ohio State, everyone wanted to blame, the officials for letting Georgia win or whatever the call may have been or may not have been. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of I'm on the Justin Kinner fan page over here when it comes to the officials because I agree.
It's every big game, and I think that there are inconsistent calls throughout the entire game. I'm not saying officiating is perfect. It's not, but I don't think it ever will be. There will never be a time where officiating is consistent because there's just no way to be able to do that. But that call could have been made in the first quarter. You should be mad about that call in the first quarter, just as mad as you are in the fourth quarter. But that's not how it works. It just shows that the leverage of the moment dictates how we react to officiating. But do that against the Browns, we're going to have a problem.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. We always get screwed by those
Speaking of Browns.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about, if we're not a Chiefs fan, we're thinking about the next season starting today.
Especially Bengals fans right now.
Yeah, Bengals fans, they want a chance to get back at the Super Bowl. Browns got Deshaun Watson. I mean, what do the Browns and Bengals have to do this offseason to get to the big stage?
The AFC North is just fascinating right now as far as what's next for everyone involved, mainly because Lamar Jackson, they're trying to figure out his contract, and there's rumors of they'll franchise tag him, and then if he's not happy there, they could potentially trade him, which is huge for the Browns and Bengals as they look to kind of reload. And Bengals and Browns dominating the AFC North. It just doesn't sound right. But the Browns, obviously, they got their quarterback now in Deshaun Watson, and that's all that matters. I know that there's a lot of outside noise with Deshaun, and I will never condone what that outside noise is, but we talk football, and from a football perspective, we know what he brings to the table, and that's what takes the Browns to that next level. They got him with 6 games left last season, now a full off season, a full preseason, and starting in week 1, barring any kind of injuries, knock on wood, should be in good shape. The Browns, they have a very good roster. They obviously have Nick Chubb, and they have everything rolling, and they have quite a bit of cap space once they restructure some contracts. So they might be able to add another weapon. Rumors of DeAndre Hopkins. There's some wide receivers in the free agent market or potentially through trade that they could potentially add. So I think that's cool there. And then the Bengals, they have a ton of cap space, but a lot of that is going to be kind of saved a little bit. They're starting to talk about the contracts for Joe Burrow. He's going to reset that market. I don't know why Bengals fans think he is going to give some kind of discount. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Keyshawn Johnson, Super Bowl champion, we had him on the show the other day, and he laughed. He goes, you'll give him a discount. Instead of $50 million, he'll take $48 million. There's a discount. We'll see what happens. And maybe he does, and if he does, good for him. Bad for us, Browns fans, but good for him and good for the Bengals. I just don't see that happening. But the Bengals are in a spot that everyone thinks is a bad thing, but it just speaks about the great job they've done in the offseason the last couple of years. You got to pay Jamar, you got to pay T. Higgins, you got to pay Joe Burrow, that offensive line, all the weapons on the defense. It's weird talking about the Browns and Bengals being at the top of the AFC North right now, but that's where we're at.
I know the Lions and the Jets are also good. What is this world?
I don't know. It's upside down. What is
Yes.
that? The upside down world from Stranger Things? Yeah, that's where we are.
I haven't watched Stranger Things. I haven't watched Stranger
gotta
Things.
get on
you gotta
that.
watch
You
Stranger
gotta
Things.
get
I'm on
on that.
Your Honor right now. Your Honor is
Nope, haven't, no.
You got to
Get
watch
on
Your Honor.
Stranger
You know
Things
what I'm
ASAP.
on? Little baby bum.
Little
okay,
baby
yeah,
bum.
Wait till you have kids.
Little-
That's what your world. That you know what I watched last night instead of the Super Bowl? The Rise of Gru.
Wow.
For like the
you
15th
paused it
time.
to watch the Super Bowl halftime show.
No.
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 You
They
just
were-
watched it
clips
later.
online.
I
yeah.
did. I just watched clips online.
Well, Justin, this is the torture you have ahead of you one day. As always, we appreciate you stopping by. Of course, you can
Absolutely.
catch Justin Kinner every weekday on 1410 Wing AM ESPN Radio for the Justin Kinner Show with Kev Nash. And Justin, as always, we appreciate you stopping by.
Always love hanging out with you guys. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.